Hello everyone and welcome back to the Poetry of Nights. This is Carly and I have just got a really quick sales update for you guys. This is approximately 2 weeks of sales from Etsy and eBay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Etsy. The first thing here that I sold is this little vintage Christmas ornament here. It was super cute. I picked this up for 10 cents at a church rummage sale and I sold this for $15. I had a lot of vintage buttons here. They all came in a jar. Plenty of them, all unused pretty much. And I sold this for $9, I believe. These little vintage cat salt and pepper shakers, they were super cute. I picked them up for $1, sold them for $8 at a yard sale. I picked them up, I think. And then the same buyer actually bought this vintage cat wall decor, and I paid 75 cents at a rummage sale for all of these guys. And as you can see, they are fairly messed up. They definitely had a lot of wear on them, but I sold those for I think it was $13 or $15. I think it might have been $13 just because of the wear. But they went to the same person as the cat salt and pepper shakers, so I guess they were a cat fan. Okay, this one was next. This was really pretty, like a My Baby photograph album, a mother's book or a baby book, I guess you could call it. And this went abroad. And I actually took a best offer on this for $10, and the person wanted a gift wrap and a personal note, and I was very happy to do that. And I picked this up for 25 cents, I believe, at a rummage sale. Next thing was this vintage unicorn music box mirror. It pretty much had everything going on that you could imagine. It was pretty cool. There was a little bit of wear, as you can see down there. And actually, although it did still play, and it played When You Wish Upon a Star, it was very nice. There was a really loud clicking, which I can only assume had to do with this big old crack at the back. But I disclosed that in my listing, and then when the person bought it, they contacted me and said it was for a 30th birthday present for a close friend. So I made sure to write back and just make sure that they knew that there was those condition issues, and she said that was fine. And anyway, they were both really happy with it. So you know, that's cool. And I picked this up for 25 cents at a yard sale, and that went for $8. Next was this Tupperware cake carrier. It's really nice harvest gold color. I picked this up for $2 and sold it for, I believe it was, oh gosh, 15 or 20. And buyer paid shipping, as they did on all of these on Etsy. I should have said buyer paid shipping. Okay, next was this basically new in box. It had not been used from 1989 Avon jewelry box, this country charm blue fabric, and I picked this up for 50 cents at an estate sale, and this sold for 14, I believe. Next was this vintage University of Tennessee coffee mug. This was from 1979, little bit of wear just there, but otherwise in really good shape there. And I picked this up for $1 at an estate sale and sold it for $8. Vintage 80s sunglasses. They were really cool. They had this kind of cobalt blue detailing going on here. I hadn't seen anything like it, and this kind of engraved nose piece. They were pretty neat, but picked them up for 25 cents at a yard sale, sold them for $22.95. Next was this Timex wall clock, kitchen clock. It was electric, and picked this up for $1 and sold it for $15. Next, finally, one of my Coke crates sold. I have 3 more sitting in the garage, and this one actually went to England. So this poor person paid $45 for this Coke crate. I paid $5 for it when I picked it up at yard sale. $45 they paid for the item, and then they paid like $72 shipping to England. I felt, because this thing weighs a ton, I felt too bad for it. But they sent me a message and said they were so happy and so excited to get it. So you know, I'm thrilled for that too. That's awesome. Next was this junior pocket hand warmer. It was so neat. It had this like peacock detailing here, and inside actually what was really cool was it's all in plastic still. It had not been used. And I picked this up for, oh gosh, $1 at an estate sale, I believe it was. Still had the pouch and the little metal thing that you can put fuel in with, and sold it for $22.95, I believe. Next, these sold really quickly, like within a day they sold. I picked these up just last weekend actually. There's only 3 of them, these cocktail stirrers. They've got these little Christmas trees. They're all made of glass, all hand painted. Now there is some broken pieces and there's a very small like hairline crack inside one of these. But they were really stunning, and I paid $1 for these at the yard sale and sold them for $24.95. Next was this pie plate. I paid 50 cents for this at a rummage sale, and this sold for $10. And these were exciting. These I picked up just a few days ago at a thrift store. Paid $3 for them. They were vintage Polo Ralph Lauren. Cleaned them up a lot. They were prescription bifocals, but they were in really good shape. You know, for their age, from the 70s, and I popped them up on Etsy, and right before I went to bed, and by the time I'd woken up and really gotten up, they had sold for $70. So that was one of my good sales for this week. I was thrilled with how quickly they went. Next was this vintage Tiki Mug. I got this in the estate sale. It was actually fairly small. But really lovely intricate. A little bit of wear and sort of inside, but I cleaned it up as best I could. This I got for 50 cents at a estate sale and sold it for 15. Next to this metal tray, metal serving tray. I won't even pretend that I know how to say that, but it was really beautiful. I picked this up for, I believe, $1 and it sold for 10. Next were these 2 satin hangers. Padded and all fabric. They were lovely with these ribbons. They were both, one was peach, one was pink. Picked them up at an estate sale for 25 cents for the pair, sold them for $10. Then was this vintage Timex alarm clock. This actually is going to be on its way to Russia. Picked this up for, oh gosh, 50 cents I believe at a yard sale, and then, oh, at a rummage sale, 50 cents at a rummage sale, and I paid 10. Next was this really beautiful Walt Disney's Peter Pan. This was one of the, oh gosh, what is it? The golden books, the sort of older ones or whatever. And there was some wear to it. There's some writing and things like that inside of it, and some wear on the cover. But it was really stunning. The illustrations just absolutely gorgeous. Picked this up for 25 cents at a thrift store clearance center, and sold it for 8. Next was this tie. Picked this up for 25 cents at a yard sale. It's kind of 70s retro look. Sold this for 8 as well. Oh, sorry, no. Yes, 8. Sold that for 8. My bad. This one I sold at 25% off. This is in my spring sale right now. This is just a big old, like big gulp kind of size. Coca-Cola 90s purple insulated hot cold mug. Picked this up for 25 cents. Sold it for $7.50 on sale. I couldn't find anything like it on anywhere else that I was doing my research, so hopefully they're going to love it. Okay, next was this vintage half apron, and these I believe were all handmade. I got a huge stack of these for like less than $1 a piece at an estate sale that the lady must have just really enjoyed making over the years. It was really stunning. Designed to be worn high-waisted. And I got this, like I said, for just under $1, I believe, and I sold it for 19. This I bought for 25 cents, sold for 5, just a little children's book there. And last but not least, on Etsy, I got this for $1 at a yard sale last week. It's only been up a day or two, and sold this for 25. And it's actually a little bell as well as a potential cake topper. There's a little bit of wear to it, but really just stunning and from the 50s. So very cool. Okay, and onto eBay. This I'm glad to have leaving my house. I got this last week at a yard sale, and the woman didn't want it anymore. She saw me kind of looking at it and peeking at the back of its neck, and she said, "Oh, you know, it's missing an arm. You can just take it. I don't want it anymore." So it had a little bit of wear to the hair, and obviously the missing arm and stuff. But the detailing on it was, you know, quite amazing, really. Anyway, this is a Linda Murray, so it's supposed to be like a realistic baby doll, and I popped it up at an auction for $49.99. It actually did not sell for this. No one bought it at auction, but while it was an auction, I had a message from someone offering me $30 if it did not sell. Well, it did not sell, and I got in touch with her, and she bought it right away. So this sold, was free from the yard sale, sold for $30. Buyer did pay shipping as well, and that is on its way to its new owner. see you later. Okay, then we have some really cool peanut scrub. This is long sleeve. I love that. It has like all the Peanuts characters with various elements. It's very cute. Picked this up for $3 at a yard sale. Sold it for a best offer of $20. Buyer paid shipping. Got this in the thrift store for $3. No, sorry, $2. $2. Really, really, really pretty. 100% silk, vintage. It did have these little pin marks you can see because the thrift store insists on putting barbs through everything. So that beautiful vintage 100% silk scarf that has made it through at least 4, 5 decades, whatever, is now got lovely holes in it. But hey ho, that's what you get. So anyway, took a best offer of $20 and I paid shipping for that, which was obviously very cheap. Okay, took a best offer for these for $30. I picked these up for 25 cents at a church rummage sale. There was a little bit of like sticky residue that I disclosed and a small mark on here, but otherwise they were, you know, in really nice shape. Picked this up for $1, sold it for a best offer of $11. I paid shipping, which actually was about $2.50, $2.60, I think it was. So you know, that's fine. Took a best offer for this for $25 because I've had it for ages and it takes so much space up in storage. But yes, this is on its way now, all packaged up. Buyer paid shipping. This was one of my little retail arbitrage experiments that I guess worked out so far. I picked this guy up in Target for $5 on clearance and he sold for $25. Picked these up for 99 cents at a thrift store. They are little party favors with Barney the dinosaur looking ecstatic on them. And I sold them for a best offer of $10. Next was this Mario and Luigi Kinect 4 game. Got this for $3 at a yard sale. It was in really good condition. It was complete and sold for $15 by paid shipping. Next, these Ralph Lauren canvas and leather shoes, men's shoes. They were in pretty good nick as well. Sold them for, picked them up for $5 at a yard sale. Sold them for $25 by paid shipping. Next was this. This is just the case. There's nothing in this. Picked this up for 25 cents. Actually, I've got a bunch of these now, especially Ray-Ban ones and some Ralph Lauren ones as well for 25 cents. And this sold for a best offer of $10. DVD there, picked it up for $2. Sealed Blu-ray sold for, oh, I think that was the best offer of $15, and I went ahead and took that. These were one of my success stories of the week. I got these for totally free at a yard sale. The woman was desperate to give away as many McDonald's toys as she could, so I kind of gathered up all of these guys, the Alvin and the Chipmunks gang. They were from different years. Some of them, as you can see, have little switches on the back and they talked. Some did not. I disclosed all that and I put them up for auction at $19.99. They ended up selling for $29. So, you know, totally free, $29. Tiny chipmunk. You can't go wrong. Got this for $2. This is a curved portion control plate. It sort of does exactly what it says, and you can put it in the freezer and keep things cold. Bought it for $2, sold it for, I think I took a best offer of $10 on that. Just wanted to get it gone. Very specific market. Okay, and then Boyce Berries. These were youth sized. $15 by paid shipping. I paid $1 at a yard sale. Paid $1 at a yard sale for this. Sold it for, I think it was $13 in the end. And very last thing, I paid $2 for this and the estate sale and sold it for $25. And that is everything for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Watch out for more haul videos, more sales videos. Subscribe, like, do what you do, and have a good week. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye.